Yeah. All right. Good afternoon. It's Friday, March 2nd, at 6:30 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I'm trying to make this where everybody can hear me. Um, Let me clean my. Okay. Anyway, I've been having. Today has been one wild day for a lot of people. Um, I've had since about noon. I've had some really, really um, weird messages. My Facebook has been blowing up all day. I've gotten reports where there were warnings put out, emergency warnings put out in D.C. Of course, we found out what that was. That was due to the cyclone coming in um, up there near Boston and New England and stuff like that. But we've got other reports going on around the nation. If you guys happen to see any of this stuff or anything like that, feel free to share it to me and I'll put it out there for people to see. But just a while ago, I got some messages sent to me by a friend of mine. He's going to remain anonymous in this. But there's Arizona. Verizon is going to be down for 3 or 4 days due to a satellite burning up. Um, there was another person that got a emergency from Pinnacle, Pincal, Pincal, VIA is a Pincal emergency notification from on their email earlier today. I'm sure there's others that's been out there getting the same thing. Yesterday, there was two big events that happened yesterday. Of course, for all you gamers, if you didn't know this already, but Xbox was DDoSed yesterday worldwide. Okay, Pinkel County, Arizona. Okay, uh, Pinel. Okay, but Xbox was DDoSed yesterday worldwide. Um, some DMV centers here in the United States were DDoSed. It wasn't in just one state. I got reports of multiple um, DMV centers were DDoSed. If you don't know what DDoSed is, it was hacked. Basically, they were hacked. Um, this is just, I mean, there were some other things that happened yesterday, and then today, all of a sudden, we're getting warnings. DC sent all their federal employees home early. It wasn't shortly after, it was actually right after Billy Graham's funeral that this warning come out. So, I mean, that was kind of weird and odd that that happened right after his funeral was over. A few hours ago, a guy had posted a video on YouTube where there was military movement going on in the streets up there near Boston. The funny thing about it is the uniforms that they were wearing, the uh, the vehicles were not U.S. vehicles. The uniforms are not U.S. uniforms. Right here in the United States, they were UN vehicles. There's several people that I sent this video to that has confirmed my suspicions on it. I've had other people tell me, oh, it's just training exercises for the National Guard. Um, so Richie, yes, Richie from Boston. I couldn't remember his name. Thank you. Um, so, I mean, there's a lot of skeptical things going on out there right now. We want to be vigilant, be very, very vigilant. There is a bill right now in the House. One of you guys that I sent this to, please confirm this. The number is 5078 or HR 5078, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. I will be posting the picture of it, of the bill here shortly. Oh, it was taken down. I just got through watching it a couple hours ago. As soon as it was sent to me, I watched it, and then I hadn't even tried to get back to it since. But they have put a bill in the House. Okay, all right. Um, they do have a bill in the House right now to um, confiscate or take our Second Amendment from us. It is in the House right now. There's a bill that's been proposed, and of course, the bill was proposed by a Democrat. Shocking. That's nothing new for some of us that has been keeping up with all this. Trump did come out. Okay. Um, Trump come out and said, let's worry about um, confiscating the guns, and we'll do due process after. Um, there's a lot of people that's saying, oh, that was misunderstood, and blah, blah, blah. I don't care if or how you want to look at it. When there's due process mentioned, I'm going to be a little concerned. And you should be too. It's basically like, oh, we're going to come and get your guns, but don't go anywhere because we're going to come back and get you. So um, words like that are throwing up red flags everywhere to me and for other people. Be man, I can't stress enough. We're getting into a time right now to where it's just ridiculous. We're having wars on two fronts at the moment. They're trying to take our guns, and just a whole bunch of other things that are going on right here in the United States. We don't need to worry about what's going on in other countries at the moment. I got information that Russia, China, and the U.S. are planning to attack or create a war in Syria and with North Korea. Right? Of course they won't. They'll be protected. Of course, we all know politicians are protected anyway by the way they write up these bills. Um, and there's also rumor that North Korea's there's a false flag upcoming with North Korea. Um, there's another one with Russia. I don't really know what all's going on with Russia and their nuclear missiles, but or their secret weapons that they supposedly have. Russia's back in the media with missiles and stuff like that are going on. North Korea's back in the media again. We, like I said, a while ago, that there's a lot of distractions that are going on that we need to see through. There's several of us out there that are just blindsided by 50 different things, and we're trying to go through and figure these things out, which is more important, and through a list of what's the most important and then what's the least important. It's getting harder and harder to decipher all these things. So, this is one of the biggest things that's going on in the U.S. history right now. They're saying that 2018 was supposed to be a miraculous year, but a lot of people are talking down on it. There has been, I'm not going to lie, there's been a lot of things happen this year alone in the first couple months than I've seen in quite a while. Um, there was a shooting at a college in Chicago today. A guy was running rampant on college campus in Chicago, I think, with a pistol. Um, don't quote me on that. Um, I think they caught the suspect later, or something to that nature. But again, this is a push for our guns, and we just got to remember that. So, If you guys happen to find any more information about these cell phone companies having problems, I do know a friend of mine. I was on the phone with him earlier, right after I got off of work, and his phone totally crashed on him. He ain't the only one that I've heard this from today. Within the last couple hours, within the past 2 hours, in fact, several people's phones have crashed. Was trying to talk to my sister a while ago, and we were having some technical difficulties. Um, so, if you're hearing or seeing stuff like this, please, please, please pass this information over to me. I'll be more than glad to put it out there. I'll share whatever information that I can get a hold of. I'm probably going to be doing some research all the way up and some digging all the way up until about 11 o'clock tonight anyway. So, feel free to hit me up, Messenger, whatever you got to do. So, anyway, that was just a little information for you guys. So, anyway, peace, God bless, and have a wonderful evening.